Hey to anyone who's watching the replay. Um, Welcome to today's live session. As usual, we're going to be doing the one card readings, and for more in depth, it's one coffee for a 3 card. Oh, hey Janavi. I'm really glad that you made it. I'm just doing some additional sessions. I wasn't sure if I was able to make this one, so I didn't post about it, but just thought I'd hop on. What time is it where you are? India, even. I know where you are. Yeah, just something new, trying to mix up the times a bit. Oh, it's almost midnight, okay. And come on sort of every day, Monday through till Friday. So I'll still be back on tomorrow. As my usual Wednesday session. Yeah, so midnight. So quite late for you. Are you normally up this late? Yeah. Oh, hey Danny, 2 p.m. where you are. I just sent to Janavi. I'm a night owl as well, Janavi too. I have to try and make myself go to bed earlier than what I should. I'm good, Danny, thank you. I was just explaining that I'm trying to go every day live now, kind of mix up the times, but go Monday through till Friday anyway. Hey, Light, thank you for being here. I'm glad that I'm getting to see some familiar faces. Oh, early month 3 till 6. Wow. That kills me if I'd be up at that time, Danny. But I know that 3 a.m. is meant to be like a sort of mystical hour. 3 a.m., isn't it? When everything is apparently at its most quiet. Ten to 10 where you are, Light. It's 20 past 7 in the UK. So it's nice to see familiar faces could still make it. I do remember Janavi, your colleague, absolutely. Yes, let's see what's going on for him and their energy. So this is Ayush. Ayush. Sorry, my pronunciation's probably terrible. Let's get a check in. Spirit, please bring a message through regarding Ayush's energy and how they think and feel about this connection. Six of Emotions. This comes with like a very gentle energy because emotions is cups. So there is a kind of this card is very nostalgic and kind of brings a sense of longing with it. Um, there's a connection often here with this person when this card comes through, where it can be quite playful and connected, some kind of inner child connection for both of you or for one of you. But the main kind of feeling um, is that of longing. So I think that when you're picking up as well on that there is a consciousness of each other and that there's kind of a vibe there. I know in the past that we looked at, there was the kind of block that we saw, um, which was maybe connected partly to the situation of working together, but also I remember reading that there was some past hurts there that were making them closed off as well. So there is a nostalgia and there is a longing here, but there's still that kind of roadblocks that I feel like that they put in front of themselves. I'm just going to ask one more card about what you can do to maybe if you're looking to shift this. What would shift this, Spirit? What would shift this? Six of Materials. This is about balance, this card. This card's about reciprocity, give and take. I do see this energy like this represents both you and them, and a kind of mutual exchange of energy, which I see and which I feel. Asking the question, what would change this, is that I feel like it's very important for them to know. I think it is about past pain, past hurts, is the main obstacle here. And it's almost like that they need to be reassured about the give and take of this connection without being able to get closer to them, of course, that there's no way to kind of offer this reassurance almost. But it's like that they want this guarantee of what they put into this connection, they will get back. Meet them halfway, absolutely. So I don't know what communication is like, to how far the conversation has gone, Janavi, with this connection, how much has been said about this, that they absolutely need to be met halfway, and that what's conscious on their mind is that they kind of don't want to be hurt again and don't want to be messed around, I think. But there is a longing here and a desire, I think, to connect more deeply. Hi guys, to everyone who's joining, thanks for being here. If you're enjoying the live, if you could drop me a like, I'd really appreciate that. Janavi, drop another question if you want to focus on that. That's absolutely fine. Everyone just keep posting the questions and I'll just work through as usual. If you do want a more in-depth, there's the one coffee for a 3-card reading. So Light, moving on to your reading, a card for your romantic life. Okay, yeah, so he hasn't, Janavi, just looking at what Janavi said there. There is a desire to want to connect. That's good that he's expressed that in that way, at least, anyway. That you withdrew your energy and he would chase that. Okay, so light. What is coming for you next in love? You're single and have an ex that I think that you think about him. Do you want to light, so with regards to your question, do you want to focus it on the ex, or do you want to just see what's coming through? Because I can obviously focus the energy on what's going on for them, their thoughts and feelings for this connection. Hi Warrior, hi Nettie, and Baby Angel, and Aniket, thank you all for being here. I'll just work through the questions as I go. I'm just waiting for light to confirm. I'll just keep it moving. If not, I'll just pull a card. But if you can confirm that you are here, light. Yeah, so do you want me to focus on your ex, light, or do you want me to focus on what's coming next in love? Just clarify the question. Okay, I'm just going to pull a card in this area just to keep things moving, okay? What is coming new? Okay. Interesting, because an ace of inspiration is exactly what you're saying of what is coming new, because this is a new beginning. So when we see an ace, I see you connecting with someone. Okay, so ace of inspiration. Inspiration is ruled by the element of fire, which talks about physical attraction. It talks about there being that spark. Yeah, that's how it will begin, this attraction. It will be physical by nature, that you'll be drawn to them that way and them to you. And there is a lot of potential in this. When we see the ace, it's just the beginning, and then it can lead, it can open and develop into a lot more. Okay, but it is a new beginning. It will give you, it will inspire you and kind of renew hope if you've had difficulties with connections in the past, and maybe feeling kind of burned. This is like, and maybe not connected with anyone for some time as well, not being very drawn to someone's energy. But this is kind of a spark that really gets you thinking about the possibilities of the future. So great energy to come through there. Okay, Danny baby, this is for you. Get a card for energy on Nero towards his fiancée. Absolutely. We stopped contact altogether. He is now very open about his engagement, but I know he won't go through with it. I can feel it. Okay. You're welcome, light. Thanks for confirming, Danny. Love and light. Light. Let's have a look at the energy between Nero and his fiancée. I remember last time that we looked at this, so it kind of came through that it was like an obligation. But I'm going to clear my mind and clear the energy of that and just see what comes through now. What's going on between them. Look at this. Very confirming, I would say, to your intuition, Danny. Two voices is all this um energy of indecision. Were you right? Okay. That must be difficult, I imagine, being at that level of commitment and trying to get out of it. Two voices is about for that indecisive energy, okay? At a crossroads, which really as an engagement is, it's being quite tangled in like in our thoughts and in our minds. That would be the energy between them. They may both have doubts about this, okay? I almost do feel that this is two-sided. That they are kind of often in their head about it, um, overthinking, and what they're overthinking about the stress, where that's coming from, is not being able to really feel clear about what they want to do. It's a very painful place, or maybe painful is the wrong word, but a kind of maddening place to be in when you can't make a decision of what it's almost like you've lost touch with your intuition, yeah, and your energy's stuck in your head. You've got too much in your head. Not as nice as it seems, because we got a kind of player energy, I think, last time we looked at this. But what the read that I'm getting off, no problem, no problem. I'll let you catch up if I can. But basically, there's this kind of a lot of indecision going on. And I think that kind of not feeling committed one way or the other. So not feeling committed to going ahead with this, and not feeling at that point where you would want to cut the connection and walk away from that. So you're kind of in that space and in that void. And that's a tricky place to be, yeah. Horror voices is about needing to take some kind of time out and stop. Um, take some time alone. This is a card about rest as well. So, not distracting yourself with a lot of energy on their part. It's better to try and kind of face the situation and the truth head on, and also to take some time out to reconnect with their intuition to find out what it is that both of them really want. So I hope that resonates with you, Danny. I'm just going to move on to the next. Nettie, if you're still here, you're in Nova Scotia. Cool, we've got people from all over. Nettie, are you just wanting a general? I know that normally it is just a general card that you want, but I just want to clarify. Hi, Nettie, just general. Yes, Danny, tricky place to be when you've kind of you've been with someone maybe for quite a significant amount of time, and you've made that level of commitment, and then you have that, it takes a lot of courage to walk away from that. Okay, Nettie, this is for you. Spirit, what does Nettie need to hear right now, please? What does Nettie need to hear right now? Oh, this has just come through, Nettie. So this is a situation. So always with this message comes, Nettie, that rest is just as important as action when trying to achieve our goals, trying to achieve our ambitions, or whatever it is that's on your mind. I don't know if someone is on your mind, because there's another person that I'm drawn to in this picture, and this is you kind of daydreaming and thinking and feeling maybe of situations, maybe times that you've connected with someone, wanting to reconnect, or maybe someone's just on your mind. So take what resonates with this. But it's also just a general message to take some time out to, again, like we mentioned before, about connecting with your own intuition. And to maybe assess what direction that you're going in and your next steps on your path, and where that is going to lead you. Could be in connection to someone else, a relationship, a connection, and what your plans are for the future. Or it could be broader than that, okay? But it is about taking a step back to really tap into your intuition and what you want, so that it's not just, often there's a fixation with action, and constantly moving forward and moving ahead all the time. And we need to know that we're going in the right direction, yeah? And that's why we need to take time to stop sometimes and check that we're going in the right direction. Okay. Yeah, he has to decide, Danny, absolutely. And he's in that indecision. Obviously, it will shift. It always shifts. You know, something will happen. You'll either walk away from that or go into the connection deeper. Hi, Warrior. I hope you're well. I don't know if you're still here. If you've got a question, if you could drop me a like, guys, if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hi, Warrior. Would you like a card? I know you just said hi, actually, so you might not, but let me know if you do. Hey, Susan, absolutely. Just reading people in order. One card or free. I just work through everyone in order. If you'd like a more in-depth, the link for one coffee, and that would take priority. Warrior, did you have a question? Sorry, I'll just give you a minute, see if you're typing. Yeah. Just pop your question in the chat, Susan. Warrior, can you see what they want me to know? Who's they? Is this just spirit? Do you want me to ask what spirit wants you to know right now? I think. The cards. Okay. Spirit, what message do you have for Warrior right now, please? What does Warrior need to hear right now, please, Spirit? Nice energy. Ace of materials. Some kind of a new opportunity, a new offering of sorts that can be connecting to your finances, Warrior, because it's materials. So a new avenue of financial abundance coming in. You're doing graphics for Kamala campaign. Oh, right. Wow. Okay. Awesome. So if that resonates with that, this feels like it's a new venture and it holds a lot of possibility. Okay. It's good energy. It's grounded in the energy is grounded, which feels like it's consistent. And like I say, if it's to do with the material world, so in our areas of earning money, work, career, that kind of avenue. And there is some growth here that can positive growth for you. So even if it's about gaining more good for your resume, or also leading to more financial prosperity. And this is always when we see an ace, it's like it's just the beginning. You're feeling a lot of shifts in energy around you, okay? So this is a really positive opportunity, basically, warrior, as it says. And it just opens up a new doorway for you. Positive shifts in energy, yeah. So this is a new doorway that is opening up to you. I feel like very much that you will take this opportunity and make the most of it, okay? And it could blossom and kind of lead to further opportunities kind of beyond that, like following a thread. Yeah, really nice energy. And that's you. It's your energy. This is your growth, personal growth, financial growth. Nice energy. Okay, I will just move on to who is next. I believe it was Baby Angel, if you are still here. Baby Angel may have left. I'll just check in. Oh, hey, awesome, still here. Just going to go back and double check your question, Baby Angel. Can I please have a reading for my side, your side business, so online? It's new and I want to know, will it pick up? Awesome, yes. Let's see what energy is around this new business. Spirit, what does Baby Angel need to hear right now regarding this new business, this side business? Oh, nice. Six of materials. Again, financial improvements when we see this. So this does definitely have the potential to bring in abundance, bring in more finances coming back into balance when we see the six as well. If you've had a tricky time with that, or just like more money coming in general. But what I see always with this card as well, just to be mindful about what you're putting in that you'll get back. So this is, be careful not to burn yourself out. That if you have a tendency to do that, kind of have materials is about needing to have patience because it's ruled by the element of earth. So allow it to grow. But it also could take with a message about, that simple message, we get back what we put in, okay? But it's about balance and reciprocity. So striking that balance, I suppose, is the clear message with this, Baby Angel, is try to strike that balance. Obviously, if you've got other work going on, if you're kind of working full time alongside this, then that's going to involve you making sure that you've got enough time for yourself and keeping your energy up, but at the same time investing in something, because this could grow long term into something much bigger and become your main source of income. Yeah, so this is about striking that balance, and it does bring the promise of, with the six of materials, of financial improvements and finance and a very abundant energy that we see here as well. So a really positive message actually with regards to your question. Aniket, I believe, is next. You're single and a love life question. You're welcome, baby angel. Guys, if you could drop this live a like, if you do enjoy this so far, subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll be notified when I do go live. I do aim to go live 5 days a week, Monday through till Friday. Aniket, this is for you. Excuse me. Thanks, baby angel. Aniket, regarding luck, please, Spirit, what's coming next? Oh, the Star. So Major Arcana, Aniket. This is about wishes coming true. This is a wish upon a star energy when we see this. This is about holding on to that dream, keeping hope, not losing hope, holding that vision. Okay, what is that ideal partner look like to you? How do they make you feel? Imagining that, ruminating on that kind of energy, using manifestation if that's something that you may already do, or looking into that. It's about holding a vision, something that is in your highest alignment. Okay, but it's the main energy of this card really is about not losing faith and keeping your energy positive and feeling hopeful, and not kind of settling or lowering your expectations about kind of what you want and what's possible. See how this woman here is holding this star very close to her and is not letting go of that dream. So a beautiful energy, really, like say, full of hope, full of faith, and holding that vision as strongly as you can, okay? And staying in that mindset that it is on its way to you. Okay. Janavi, am I right? I believe is next. You spoke to your manager. You said your work experience is less than the required experience. Okay. Is that the length of time that you've been there, or planning to convince him for a workaround? Will he agree? You're welcome, Aniket. Yeah. Because I know that we got like a very supportive energy. It was the 10 of Cups that came through last time. I see. Change your domain later. I see what you mean. So we can do some work around. Hi, Gloria. So is he being a bit difficult, Janavi, would you say? I'll have a look. Because I know, like I said, it was the 10 of emotions that came through, which was, it was good energy. It was supportive. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Okay, let's see what's going on. The Chariot. I do see movement, Janavi. The movement that you want. The Chariot is about things moving forward in the direction, I think, that you feel this pull, yeah, that you're feeling drawn to. Chariot is a major arcana. The Hanged Muse kind of also here, which I'm just drawn to the bottom of the deck, is about kind of just that feeling stuck, and it might take a bit of time. You might have some obstacles and to work through. The Hanged Muse is about needing to gain a different perspective, but obviously this is what, when you kind of fight in the meantime, this is what I'm trying to say, like kind of in the meantime before you get this Chariot, the movement, which I feel it is kind of the move that you want happening for as long as you continue to feel drawn to this and pulled. So it's like your intuition and your heart is telling you to kind of go in this direction. And again, the Chariot's about having that confidence that whatever obstacles are put in your way, that you will find a way to overcome them. It's a very determined energy. So if that's what resonates with you when you think of maybe this move, think of this change, it kind of brings a fire up in you. Yeah, like it lights a fire within you. And it's about having confidence that even if there are bumps in the road and obstacles, that it's like you are just going to keep following this where your energy is taking you. It's like you've been literally being drawn and pulled in a certain direction. Just drawn to this last card, Six of Voices, is help from unexpected places as well. So I don't know if this is someone else who might come through who could maybe have some influence. So I don't know the ins and outs of this, if it just hinges on what your manager does, or if this is help from another source that you can kind of encourage and bring in. So keep thinking out of the box and thinking of ways to, like you say, workaround is exactly the kind of word as well, a workaround to obstacles and things that are thrown in your path. Yeah. Right. Hi to anyone who's joining. You're very welcome, Janavi. Absolutely. Just post your questions in the chat. Thank you, Janavi. I'm glad it resonates for you. Thanks for your support. So Gloria, if you're still here, if you'd like a card, just drop a question in the chat. I just read through in order for everyone. So one card, just the more context, guys, that you can provide with your questions, the more detailed reading that you have. And then we can take it from there. If you'd like something more in depth, you can see the link. So it's a 3 card, and that would be one coffee. I'm just going to keep it moving now. See where I'm up to with the questions. Aisha, are you still here, Aisha? Yeah, it's busy, isn't it, Dania? I think Aisha might have left, so I just want to keep it moving. But shout out, Aisha, if you are still here. But if not, I will just move on to the next question. Who I think is CCVV. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So, Cece, I don't do it yes, no questions. Just when you say, am I going to get this new job? So I can see I'm an energy reader, so I can just have a look at that area of your life and see energetically what's going on. If we see movement, etc. So I hope that's okay. Spirit, what does CC need to know about their career? It's all right, no problem. Ooh, the Lovers, Major Arcana. So obviously people often think that this card is just about love and romance, but it can apply to any area of your life. And what it is, it's about connecting to something that goes deeper than just a job, is kind of where spirit is pushing you and guiding you. The Lovers is about a connection really to your purpose and to your soul path and the journey, kind of why you're here and the journey that you're on. And there's something about, for you, Cece, that's very important about in your career, about connecting to something that has a meaning, so not just a paycheck. So with regards to this new job, obviously I don't know where you're at kind of on your career path, if it's something, you know, spirit could have just gone kind of beyond the situation that you're in now and taken it to a broader perspective of kind of where you need to go in a bigger way in life when it comes to work and it comes to money. So it's like finding that satisfaction in doing something that you love. So I don't know if this new job, it might connect to you on that level, if that resonates. But I feel like spirit is encouraging you to go in that direction as much as possible. So does this job move, if it is a new offer, does it take you closer to something that has meaning and that will actually give you some kind of purpose and fulfill your spirit, not just as a paycheck? We're not always in a position, obviously, to obviously we need to pay our rent and you know, eat and all that, but it's about spirits encouraging you where you're at on your journey to go in that direction, because there's a lot of potential here, and that's something that could be very fulfilling for you. So I hope that resonated. That kind of went, it was quite a big message there for maybe a smaller question, but spirit kind of took that somewhere deep. So Janavi, regarding situation with, I'm glad it resonates, Cece. I'm glad that connected. So Janavi, regarding the situation with Akshay, what does spirit want to tell me? I'm trying to be positive yet and not be affected, but he's living rent free on my mind. Yeah. And a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, so what does spirit want you to know? Taking that all into account, all of that, what does spirit want you to know? What guidance does spirit have? Page of materials. So this is about, spirit is asking you to be patient. I know you have been very patient, but you need to you need to, this is like, this is the connection between you and him, okay? So it's like a meeting of minds. It is, there are kind of a lot of similarities almost that I see between you both. I don't know if you're like that kind of in character, but this is your energy. And Page of Materials is kind of slow moving progress, okay? So you are making progress, even though it may feel frustratingly slow, but you are going in a direction that is right for you ultimately, okay? And how this is going to play out with Akshay is gonna, it's like all that we've got now. Obviously there's some looking behind the sort of the curtain of what we've seen, that this may not be the right situation for him. It may be just from a superficial point of view or a practical need and decision that he made this from. But in order to see how this pans out, it's like putting, yeah, there is similarities. It's like pressing pause. So I don't know if this is helpful to you to kind of stop it driving you crazy, is to kind of see, look, I don't know all the answers. I don't know how this is going to unfold. It's not a definite closed door, even with this connection. There isn't, you have yet to get closure on this because it was all kind of so messy. So if you can kind of just take peace in this connection that is still kind of spiritually there and psychically there, and just allow it to, the most important part of this is kind of time, and almost taking a step back and allowing it to just unfold as it's meant to. And it's like these missing pieces that you don't have yet of the story and of what's going to happen. Yes, exactly. Yeah, without answers. So you've kind of have took control of, that you're wanting to make this move and you're not happy in your situation. So you have reframed that energy and redirected it, which I think is really positive. Um, but with regards to him, it's, if you still feel emotionally kind of engaged in this, and like you say, it's the only thing I think that will bring you peace is just to say that I'm going to try and hit pause for now. Like, I don't know these answers, but the more you spin on that, trying to get answers that aren't coming because it's not ready yet, like the situation where he's at is still unfolding. So I know that is a big ask, but you are still growing as a person. You are still making progress in your life. That's where you can have action. That's where you can have movement. Yeah. But for this, it's almost like just at a standstill. You have to let it come to you, not rather than chasing it. That kind of energetically drawing it towards you. I hope that makes sense. I'm glad that connected. I always see that card, it's like being a tree. This sounds very, like, might sound strange, but a tree that is grounded in the earth, and it can feel, does the tree feel stuck? No. It's just, that's where it's rooted, that's where it's grounded, and that it has, things have to, life almost comes towards it, if that makes sense. Okay. Danny baby, thank you for that. with regards to what type of reader I am. Yeah, I've been reading since I was 10 years old, like with my family. So it's something that I've been doing for a long time now. You're a guidance reader, so that entails advice, messages from spirit, stuff like that. I would say I'm just a bit of an energy reader because I'd say I'm just a bit of an energy reader because of my intuition, but not like you. Yeah, but it sounds like that you use the tarot in a similar way. I just try to be a channel for what spirit wants to come through. It's not from me. I'm glad that explanation made sense, Genovi. Hi, Benita. And to Pretty in Pink and Ivy, thank you all for being here. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live. I'm aiming to go live Monday through till Friday every day, just so you'll be notified of when I do go live. Let's have a look at Sean's energy towards you, Benita, okay? Spirit, what is Sean's energy towards Benita? How do they think and feel? A couple of messages here. Oh, Susan, I'm sorry, I missed you. It's because it's got a purple set. I'll do you next, Susan. I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose track of where I'm meant to be. So Sean, this card, because it's an ace, it is about new beginnings and new intentions, fresh starts. The ace of materials is ruled by the element of earth. So I feel like this person's energy is quite cautious in its own way. So that might be why they're not particularly forthcoming, maybe, or haven't been up until this point. He's a Capricorn. All right, so there we go. So they are Capricorns are really quite strategic. You might already know this, okay? That they're always kind of planning and plotting, not in kind of a malicious way, but they are strategic in their approach, and they're kind of ruled by their head. Okay, so he is cautious. So it can be quite slow moving energy, but similar to kind of what I've said in previous cards when we see materials, it's like there is progress that is happening here. I see ace, like I said at the start, this is kind of a new beginning and an opportunity here between you and them, and there is potential here. So this could lead to something more long term and lead to something more than but like I say, the energy that they're bringing to this, obviously I don't know how long the connection's been going on and how much time that you would want to kind of give this for them to make a move, but just it gives us insight into where they're coming from deeply, and almost maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, could just make a move really, but they are someone who is cautious, someone who is kind of a bit reticent about making these moves, and it feels, if for them it's a big deal and kind of a big risk to put it out there, their thoughts and feelings. I don't know how much you've expressed your thoughts and feelings, but you know, that's certainly where they're coming from. Hey Jean, you're welcome. Benita. Susan, a general reading from spirit, absolutely. I'm doing good, Jean. I hope you are as well. Okay, Susan, this is a message for you. Spirit, what does Susan need to hear right now, please? Message for Susan, please, Spirit. Eight of Inspiration. This is about, so this could be currently happening now or in the near future coming towards you, Susan. Okay, so this is a situation, because we see the Hanged Muse here at the bottom of the deck. A situation that you may have been feeling stuck in, frustrated about not seeing the movement that you want to see, and a feeling the Hanged Muse has kind of been in a situation where you think, I don't really know why this is happening. I don't know why I'm being held in this. It can be a connection with someone, or it can be a situation like a job, even something that you wanted to leave. This is just examples to tell you what resonates with you. Somewhere, anywhere where you felt stuck and you wanted to see movement. And this is the promise when we see the Eight of Inspiration, is finally having that breakthrough and being able to connect to movement and finally being able to move forward. And you have a very determined energy when you get this opportunity, when you get this green light. It's like you get that breakthrough, let's say, that you've been waiting for, and it's kind of a burst of energy. You're able to charge forward, and kind of, it's like waiting for a wave to surf on and then being able to catch that wave, and this will propel you forward in a positive direction. Okay, inspiration is about things that are matters of the heart, things that are inspire us, things that get us fired up, something connected to our heart's desires, and finally being able to get a breakthrough where in the up until this point or in the past it has felt stuck and stagnant, and this will in turn kind of really re-inspire you. And yeah, it's like you can finally get going on something. Oh, Pretty in Pink, are you still here? Hey Jean, listening while working. Cool. Is Pretty in Pink still here? Just checking in. Ivy, you would be next. I'm just checking in to see if Pretty in Pink's here, and then Ivy, you would be after that. Thanks for your patience, Pretty in Pink. Does M miss me? So let's have a look at their energy. I'm glad that resonated, Susan. So Spirit, let's have a look for Pretty in Pink if M misses them. It's what's going on behind the scenes with regards to M. Interesting. This is a major arcana, Pretty in Pink, the Chariot. I feel like there are still big emotions around this connection on both sides. So obviously I don't know what's gone down, if you're in no contact at the moment or it's kind of broke down in some way. Yeah. What I see with the Chariot, with this energy, particularly for them, I feel like that they're working almost on overtime, trying to stay busy and get over this. So they're not really processing if this connection has ended. Okay, but nothing bad happened. I see what you mean. So the chariot is like fast moving energy and going in. Can you see this, like these horses charging ahead? So it feels like that they are energetically okay. Yeah. Energetically, I feel like that they are distracted, and whatever this is that is pulling them forward, that has captured their attention, it doesn't really feel like another relationship or another person. It just feels like that maybe having a deep and meaningful connection with anyone is maybe at the forefront. The chariot can often be about our ambitions and around work and career, our calling. Often it can be, our intuitive calling. Um, so I feel like that's why they weren't open to this. And that still is kind of all consuming for them. The chariot is a very consumed kind of energy. It's a very determined on this track, on this path, and going in this direction. And that's kind of taking up all their headspace and all their energy. So at the moment, they don't seem open to a connection or with anyone. This isn't necessarily about you, okay? And that spark, it feels like there's something else going on here that is taking up their time and energy. It doesn't even have to be a positive thing, ambitions, it can be one thing, but it can just be that they're sort of fixated on something or stressed out as well, maybe about work. But it doesn't, so energetically, no, it's like because he's consumed by something else, pretty in pink. So it's not like that he's in this kind of longing state of mind. It's like he's consumed by work or something else that is pulling him in a different direction, and he's just not in the headspace around wanting or desiring a relationship. If this was like a love relationship, at the timing it doesn't seem right for it, okay? This is just current energies as well. It's always important to bear in mind, because I know that's maybe not what you wanted to hear, but this just gives us a current energy snapshot. This can always be open to change, people's free will, people's energy is always changing, like their mindset. But at the minute, that's what I see what's going on for them, is that, yeah, they're not in the headspace for this connection, and that they're distracted and consumed by something else. Okay, Ivy. Do you just want a general card, Ivy? You're welcome, Pretty in Pink. Hi, what a lovely day. Thanks for being here. Absolutely, just pop your question in the chat. Ivy, just a general reading for you. Hey, what a lovely day. Nice to see some new faces here. I believe that there are some new people here this evening. Hey, Jean, I believe you're next after Ivy. So, Ivy, this is for you. Spirit, what does Ivy need to hear right now? Four of Inspiration. This is a really nice card, actually. It's a card of celebration, Ivy. So this is current energies or in the near future. So take what resonates, okay? But the Four of Inspiration is about, okay, it's a card of commitment as well, okay? Because it's, when we see a four, this is about a very stable energy as well. If you think about a four making a a square shaped, okay, which is like a solid foundation. So it can be, this can apply to any area, in your life that you've been really, I see, putting in a lot of effort, putting in a lot of energy. And this is leading to success. This is you celebrating closely with loved ones, and you reaching a significant milestone. Like I say, it could be relationship wise, or this could be career, whatever's kind of at the forefront and focus, Ivy, of what you've really been putting your heart and soul into. And this is you reaching that milestone, reaching that goal. So keep showing up, keep being consistent with what you have been doing. This is kind of the promise of success, and the milestone that you're hoping to reach, manifesting in real time. Okay. Right. To everyone that's put questions in, I will read for you, but I'm just going to put a message up now. I'm not taking any more questions. No more questions. Thank you. So I don't do past lives. What a lovely day. So I'm an energy reader. So I'm not like a medium who looks at people that passed over or past life. I use the cards by looking at energies of, say, what's between you and a person, you and a situation, what's coming up, etc. So that would be more that question for someone who works with past life energies, past life practices. But by all means, pop another question in the chat if you'd like. Hey, Nat Nat. Jean, general, what you need to know. Okay, so Jean, this is for you. What does Jean need to know right now, please, Spirit? What does Jean need to know right now? Queen of Materials, Jean. So I feel like this is your energy and what Spirit is encouraging you to kind of keep showing up as. This is about being very consistent with your energy. This is also talks about financial abundance, that the Queen of Materials is someone who is pretty savvy when it comes to money and real, material things, about when it comes to kind of dealing with the world, dealing with people, and being very strong minded. Okay, so showing up with a clear intention, showing up kind of as a force to be reckoned with anyone who might try and challenge you. Look how determined this woman is here. She's kind of feels like that she's holding a boundary as well. Queen of Materials is ruled by the element of earth, and she has a very grounded energy. She can almost even be stubborn as well, but stubborn in this light, in a positive way, as in holding a boundary and being very like, this is how it's going to happen. A queen, if you think of that queen energy, this is how it's going to happen, this is how it's going to go. You can take the lead on a situation and not be allow, if something or someone, a situation is trying to challenge you, this is like really, yeah, like standing your ground. Can be related to work and career, just with it being materials. That's often what this suits denotes to, about career, work, so effort and energy. because you are very skilled, and you are established as well, with it being a queen, that they have a very established energy, like they know who they are, and they are, maybe it's work, something that you've been in for, it's just an example, some line of work that you've been in for a long while, so you really kind of understand the role and the job. But I really feel, particularly this time around, it's in some area applied to maybe where you feel like someone is challenging you, or a situation that is pushing against you. This is about standing your ground and holding that boundary. Hey Nat Nat, I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. What's coming in love? Absolutely. You're very welcome, Jean. I know that you're working, so you're being the queen of materials right now. Yeah, it was good energy. What's coming next in love for Nat Nat? Two of inspiration. Sure thing, Jean. Catch you soon, hopefully. Two of inspiration. This is all about being able to plan for the future, Nat Nat. It's kind of like this always represents like a kind of a brick wall that maybe that you've felt a lot in this area. Just kind of not being able to make much progress, and maybe that you make a little bit and then it's kind of like you hit a wall, so you try a different direction and then again you kind of hit a wall, and this is some kind of breakthrough. Inspiration is about ruled by the element of fire, so this connected to heart's desires and passions and attraction, and this is you here sort of in this breakthrough. Is it? Oh God. Is this with my readings or with other people as well? I mean, do you feel that breakthrough? Has that happened, or is this something that's coming through? Because this is like being able to make plans for the future. I'm going to pull one more card. Spirit really wants you to get this Two of Inspiration message. What will bring this breakthrough, or Spirit give us more information about this? It's kind of reassuring, I always think, as well, when you get the same card again and again, though, isn't it? Because it's Spirit sort of really hammering it home, I always think, in the most loving way. Tell me more about this Two of Inspiration, Spirit. Fool card. I don't really feel like you're resisting this, because the Fool is about, well, I'll tell you what resonates, because only you know. The Fool is about taking a risk, so taking a leap of faith. This woman here, look, it's you again. Can you see how it's like the same girl in the picture here? And it's like this, the Fool energy is about really taking a leap of faith and taking an emotional risk, or putting yourself out there. I don't get particular, like, kind of, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't get particular resistance from you, that you, I know you've got a tricky situation, but I don't feel like you're emotionally kind of closed off to to taking a risk. Are you the only other thing that you can denote to with the Fool card of risks? It can be about, okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being cautious, but if you are sort of putting yourself out there in situations where you can cross paths with someone, I don't know if you are dating, or just more socially. I think we've had a conversation about online dating. It's not for you, but I don't know if that, but more maybe say socially, if there are opportunities to kind of get out and about as well. Is that where the kind of scary bit lies in that? So that's the only sort of follow on message that Spirit would have to ask. But this is, like we say, on its way to you, this breakthrough moment. You are saying yes to everything. So there's nothing else that you can do, is there? There's just like, I always see it as it's kind of like putting your sail up if you're in a boat. I'm full of metaphors this evening. I need to shut up and stop talking like that. Hi Aqua, thank you for being here. Um so in a boat, yeah, putting your sail up and catching the wind. So as long as you're saying yes to everything and putting yourself out there, then I think when the opportunity comes, when you feel that spark and that attraction and an actual connection with someone, it will feel like a real breakthrough moment. And then I think what will follow from that is maybe about the kind of the risk element. And because it is a risk, when we make that connection with someone, and it is a leap of faith to see if it's going to work out. But I always see that as reassuring to get the same card, that it's like it's on its way. Spirit's like, I've told you, but I have to tell you again and again. I think that is everyone. Because what a lovely day. I don't know if you've got another questions that I said. I don't. Do readings regarding past lives, etc. But if you have got another question just before I pop off, but I'm not sure if you're still here. Aqua, I'll be back on tomorrow if you hopefully can make it then, Aqua, as well. Just a general, sure. What a lovely day. A general message, please. What does what a lovely day need to hear right now? Ooh. Two of emotions. So this could be currently going on. It can be what is coming through in the near future. Okay, so tell you what resonates. But two of emotions, it can be. Basically, what this card can represent is like soulmate energy, and love relationships talks about love and romance. So I don't know if you're in a connection. Obviously, just share what you feel comfortable, or if you're single, because it can be kind of a deepening. It's basically can be a deep connection that's coming through. So you are single, is that right? Because it can be, if you're in a connection, it can be kind of a deepening of that connection. But if that's not your situation, if you're single, yeah, then this talks about a very deep connection coming through. Obviously, free will is if this is something that you would be open to, if this is something that you want. But it does have a very strong message when we see this two of emotions, which talks very much about soulmate energy. And we see these two people that are kind of deep in their feelings, deep in their emotions. And it's a really quite powerful connection. So, no kind of, it's quite a big message to come through. What a lovely day. And it does have the potential, this connection, to be as you might, you've never had a relationship, okay? Is it something that you would be, I mean, like I say, free will, if this is something that you want, that you are open to. Good night, Aqua. Thanks for popping in. I suppose this what tells me is that spirit is this is what will be coming through to you is the option and the opportunity. Yeah, but it just hasn't happened yet. So this tells me that this is on its way to you and will be coming through. And there is kind of an emotional deep dive of connecting with someone on this level. Um, but obviously a free will as if it's the if it feels right to you, only you can understand that, only you can um go for this or not and know if it's right for you. Yeah. But I feel like the opportunity is on its way to you, and it may be, and if you did decide to kind of engage with someone, that it would be like a powerful connection, potentially kind of have a lot of emotional fulfillment there. Very introverted, yeah. So maybe that's something just to with this coming through, because it's quite interesting, because it's would be something completely new for you. But if this would be something to ask yourself if you'd like to explore this further, in try and sort of actively maybe try to connect with someone. I know when you're introverted it can be tricky, but if this is something that you do desire and do want, then maybe to follow that and see where it takes you. Yeah, because spirit is telling me that it is out there for you, and maybe an experience that could be very fulfilling for you as well. Yeah, it could bring a lot of fulfillment into your life to have, because two emotions is about a real, having a real partner, not just something superficial. It's kind of a deep connection, which is maybe something that you would want. So maybe following that, asking yourself, this card has come through to kind of maybe raise that flag to you and just say, is this something that you want to explore further, and to maybe take actions towards that? Because, there is that practical side, isn't there, of kind of putting yourself in situations and kind of getting out there and dating, or whatever way feels possible to you, so that you would cross paths and kind of connect with someone, because this is the kind of magic spark of crossing paths with the right person. But we do need to sort of put ourselves in situations where it's possible. Um, we can't all go out with the postman. So yeah, take what resonates with that. What's lovely day, but I feel like spirit has kind of brought this in, just to kind of go, oh, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of possibility here. Maybe it's something you need to explore. But thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully I'll catch you again soon. I'm going to end the live now. I will be back on tomorrow, so I'll post to confirm the time. But thank you so much, and love and light to you. Subscribe so you get notified of when I do go live. Yeah, but love and light. Take care.